Namaste and welcome to Simply Simple Cooking. In this video, I'm going to show you lamb chops grilled in salt and pepper. Coming up! In one of my earlier videos, I showed you how you can prepare lamb chops or mutton chops in fried egg. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you one more lamb chop dish. This time around, I'm going to grill them in literally salt and pepper. Well, what I mean by literally salt and pepper is we are going to use salt and pepper as the only spice in preparing these lamb chops or grilling these lamb chops. So for those of you who are seeing me for the first time, well, I show such kind of simple and interesting recipes every week. So please do consider subscribing and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon. So whenever I upload a new video, you will always get a notification. So with that out of the way, let's check out the ingredients. As you can see, I have taken 4 fresh cuts of lamb. Well, you can get it from your butcher. Get the real good cuts of lamb. You can see that the fat is very less on these lamb chops. You want to get cuts like this where the fat is less and meat is a lot. Then, as I said, we require pepper. So I have taken ground pepper. Be generous in using that. And then some salt. And along with that, we are going to squeeze in some fresh lemon juice. That's all what we require for preparing these lamb chops. Now, you can definitely use a mutton chop as well instead of a lamb. Mutton and lamb chop, the preparation is almost the same for both. And even the cooking time is also similar. So you can use any of the meat. Well, I'm going to use a pan to grill these lamb chops. If you have a grill pan or if you have a griller, well, that is the best. It will give you the grill marks on the lamb chops. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil and let it heat up in the pan. Well, I'm not adding a lot, because as I said, there is a lot of fat on the lamb chops. So I would like the lamb chops to be cooked in its own fat. So meanwhile the oil is heating up, let's marinate our lamb chops. This preparation does not actually require any marination. So the marination word is not correct for this dish. Instead, we are going to just coat these lamb chops with salt and pepper. So as I said, you have to be generous with pepper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spread across pepper on all the 4 lamb chops. And then I'll be adding some salt on top of it. Just flip it over. And coat these lamb chops from the other side as well. And also with salt. Along with that, let's squeeze in some fresh lemon juice on top of it. So now these lamb chops are ready to be fried. The best part of this dish is you don't require any time for marination. You can immediately start grilling them as soon as you coat it with salt and pepper. So once the oil is heated up, we can add our lamb chops one at a time. The only thing you should be sure of is before you add this lamb to the pan should be really hot. And now slowly you can see that the fat will start melting. You can squeeze in some fresh lemon juice on the other side as well. We squeezed only on one side. Now we are squeezing on the other side as well. Now the time to grill this lamb from one side will depend on how fresh your lamb is. So as you can see, I'm not flipping over the lamb chops quite frequently. Well, this will ensure that the lamb chops are crispy as well as it will retain moisture in the meat. So when you have a bite, you will have a juicy lamb chop. If you keep on flipping it over, it might happen that the lamb chops become dry. So now let's check from the other side how it has cooked. Yes, let's flip it over. Don't worry if you see that the lamb chop has become black from one side. Well, you have added lot of black pepper. That's the reason why you see the color a little black. But they are perfectly juicy and perfectly cooked from one side. To find out if they are cooked or not, what you can do is you can just try to cut the side of it by a knife. If it can be cut properly, you can see the cut over here. If the meat is not pink, that means they are almost done. And as I said, see how much fat the lamb has released. I just added a little amount of oil, but this is the fat of the lamb itself. So I guess our lamb chops are done from the other side as well. Let's see from the other side. Yes, they seem to be done. So I've taken some paper towels on a plate, and then I will be removing these lamb chops. This will just soak up the excess oil in it, excess oil and fat in it. So here are our lamb chops grilled in salt and pepper. Don't they look wonderful? So wasn't that simply simple, guys? Well, lamb chops has a taste of its own, and this dish exactly allows you to have the taste of the lamb or mutton, whatever you use. So you can definitely try out other variations. You can add a little bit of ginger in this, you can add a little bit of garlic, but well, I like the original taste of the lamb and the lamb cooked in the fat of its own. So if you have any feedback, if you have any suggestions, please don't forget to share your comments below. And as always, I have shared the recipe of this dish in the description below. So see you again, guys, next time in my next video. Till the time, you keep experimenting with food, share it with your friends, and don't forget to enjoy. Take care.